Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with selections for Monday, the 12th of September. But first, a quick recap on Sunday's performance. Well, I thought we were extremely unlucky. In the end, there was a return, I think, of £19, with a stake of about 20, the late 20s. The first two came placed. Well, we had three placed. The two large price ones, one of them touched 40s at one point, but the two large price ones, if you watch the races, were extremely unlucky, especially Lismore. If you saw that, it led virtually all the way, and then I think it just lost second place by a short head. I think it was backed into about 16s, but I think it was generally available between 25s and 40s. Well, Frankie getting a decent ride. I just thought if it had just stayed a bit to that far side, a little bit more, would have got a place, and that would have sent the cash out crazy, because I think we'd got about £15 cash out anyway. But with the 28 to 1, 3 places out of 3, it would have sent it crazy. So that would have been really interesting. And then, was it Eleanor Dickinson? Came, I believe it was 5th, only beating about 2 lengths out the places. It's absolutely gutting. So it's like, could have been crazy. And I think the only disappointment was the very last leg, the Songo. Ran absolutely no race whatsoever. I got it wrong. I don't mind holding my hands up. But yeah, certainly it maybe things are turning around a bit. I thought we were very unlucky not to get 5 out of 6 placed. I don't think any of them really deserved to win. But yeah, definitely should have been 5 placed in my opinion. But anyway, let's crack on with it. So I've gone for a very similar bet. We've only gone for 5 sections for Monday. And they're all at Thirsk. I've gone for horses that generally race prominent on soft ground at Thirsk. Yeah, soft ground at Thirsk. It is quite difficult to come from behind. I'm not saying they won't come from behind. They could well all come from behind and win. But they're generally, if you race near the pace, you've got that little bit of an advantage, because it's hard to pick up, especially at Thirsk, because it's a very tricky course. Yeah, so let's get into it. So the first selection, so what I've had is, I've had a 15 pence each way lucky 15. Sorry, no I haven't. I've had a 15 pence each way lucky 31. 25 pence each way doubles. 11 pence each way four folds. And finally, 19 pence each way trebles. And finally, a 25 pence each way five-fold. So let's scroll back up to the each way lucky. Obviously, they're all the same selection, but it's each way easier to say it from the lucky. So it's a 15 pence each way lucky 31. The first selection is Dash Capital at 13 to 2 in the 140 at Thirsk, paying 5 places instead of 4. This is my nap. I think this is head and shoulders above these horses. It's come out for a late campaign, in my opinion. It's been waiting for soft ground. It's got it. It's got the best jockey in the race, and it's also got a trainer that can line up to win when he wants to, if you know what I mean. Or very, very good at targeting races, John Berry. But I think choosing this jockey, Conor Murta, is I think he's signalled his intentions that he wants I don't want to be disrespectful, but he wants a proper ride off a proper jockey in an apprentice race. I don't want him to be disrespectful to any other jockey, but there should be not too many mistakes made because he's very experienced. And this horse, he ran a cracker first time. It's dropped from 53 official rating to 52, so it's been dropped a pound. And I think it was unlucky last time. Anyway, it was slowly away and got behind. I think if it breaks on terms, just a bit better than mid division, and should strike late on, in my opinion, or at least press the pace with a couple of furlongs to go. So yeah, that's Capital, and that is my nap. The second selection is Dr. Mozart at 11 to 1 in the 215 at Thirsk, paying 6 places instead of 4. The third selection is Ginato at 7 to 1 in the 320 at Thirsk, paying 5 places instead of 3. This is my next best. I think it's very interesting that they've reverted back to blinkers. I do think it wants soft ground, although its last run on soft ground was disappointing, but it was badly bumped from out the stalls. Ben Curtis has booked, and I think it's got a cracking chance. So they're definitely my main two, Das Capital, Ginato. The fourth selection is Emily Post at 5 to 1 in the 420 at Thirsk, paying 4 places instead of 3. And finally, Paris Mountain at 9 to 1 in the 450 at Thirsk, paying 4 places instead of 3. Brandon Wilkie rides this. He's the stable jockey, apprentice stable jockey for Tim Easterby. He rides for Tim Easterby. It likes soft ground, or it can handle soft ground, should I say. It normally leads, so it's all about if he gets the pace right. Not convinced it'll win, but I do think it's a good price, at least for a place. So the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.